I can't help that. I was born this way. So we don't have community television in England. I had no idea what it was except for Wayne's World. This seems to be the idea of community television that most people have here as well, that it's somehow stuck in a time warp, in a magical world covered in cobwebs where things don't work. And then when I actually looked at what we did and started paying attention to it and watching it, I realized that wasn't what was happening at all. That not only was community television kind of a vital part of the community, but it was reflecting and telling these stories that weren't otherwise being shared, because the things community media allows and enables are to do with you broadcasting yourself, telling your story. And you may say, well, why do we need this? We have YouTube, we have thousands of different things. We have social sites, for instance. And it's true, there are quite a lot of social sites. I have some identity on every single one of these. Yes, you can find me. But I didn't know that all of you who share a lot with me and being interested in being in this room were on any of these until I met you here in person. The difference between social media and community media is that you're actually meeting up. It's physical presence as well as the virtual presence and being online. It's connecting together the people so that while we have these shared places where we exist, while we might want to broadcast to the whole planet, we have to be aware of all these local groups we have, the hyper-local regions, and the fact that we're not just about making and sharing things, there's other aspects to community media as well. It is non-corporate. It's for the community. You can do what you want. You are not restricted in any way. You can tell your story in various platforms and various media, and we can train you to do this, and we can give you the equipment to do it. But it's still something that we have to be able to replicate and give people the power to do it themselves. So we use open source. So we teach people how to use software that they can get for free, and they can continue doing this outside of our establishments. And they can use it for all kinds of things. Citizen journalism is sponsored by CNN here, but it doesn't have to be. There are all kinds of other ways that you could use it in your community, that we are going to use it in this community with the new lab we're making to do the sort of thing that the people in Grand Rapids, Michigan are doing at the moment. So they have this new website which is aggregating everything that's going on with their own locally trained citizen journalists using open source material and not restricted in what they tell, the same as free speech television. This is for sharing what's really going on in the world, and it's for training everybody to do it so that they can all tell their stories, they can all share their message, and make sure that it's distributed. If you read the online code of like what you're allowed to do on YouTube or even on Blip or something, it's very different from what we're using, which is sharing with Creative Commons. And actually, everyone presenting tonight, speak to me afterwards if you want your video to be up so we know which license you wish to use for doing this. But equally, we have to make sure everyone can actually share these messages. They can see everything. This is Western Massachusetts. The areas in shade here in various ways don't have high-speed internet in any way or are just getting it. We need to make sure we give people the technology and also the ability to continue using it. So we're working with BTOP in order to bring the kind of west of the world up to speed with what is going to otherwise be the standard that we're all used to and will otherwise disadvantage them. So ACTV is part of the Open Media Project, which is founded in Denver Open Media, and we're one of 6 beta stations testing out a kind of national network that's basically public access YouTube and Facebook all combined together, using open source software, Drupal and Civi CRM principally, to set up various different modules which will allow us to have embedded video, which will allow us to connect members together who want to be in crews who otherwise had to put a message on some bulletin board that never got checked, to allow us to do all the things that no one imagines maybe community media can do, for which it's vital it does in order to fulfill all of the possibilities it has. So, our new website is going to replicate the welcoming space that ACTV is in physical place online. And we're going to have the opportunity to share not just on television, but with everybody in this community and everybody outside, all of the great things about community media. So, coming soon, not yet, I have to finish it. Amherstmedia.org.